Okay, it's time for our star story. Yesterday we read this one, Bread and Butter for You and Me, and you brought some picture cards with you today, hopefully. I want you to take a minute and try to put them in order of how the story went from what you remember. So let me help you a little bit. Look at your pictures. Which picture shows what happened first in the story? So you're looking, let me show you this. So if I'm looking through my pictures, I'm going to set them all out and I'm going to think, well, which thing happened first in the story? So then you're going to pick that picture and you're going to put that as your first one. Then think about what happened next. So you got to look at your other pictures and think, well, what happened next? And then what happened after that until you get all of them in line. Okay. The author of this story is Michelle C. Melville, and the illustrator is Scott Mattern. Okay, so what's going to happen now is now that you have your story cards in line, I'm going to read the story, and I want you to look carefully at your pictures and see if your pictures show what happens in the story in order as I read it. Okay, so bread and butter for you and me. Ben and Kenya baked some bread. Let's put some butter on it, Kenya said. So hopefully you had that one. We have no butter, said her brother Ben. We'll have to make it ourselves then. Ben and Kenya took out some cream. They put it in a jar. Then they worked as a team. Did you put this picture next? Do you see them in the cream? Pouring the cream. All right. They shook it and shook it and shook it some more. They took turns because their arms got sore. Did you put this one next? Good. After a while, something magic took place. You should have seen the surprise on Ben's face. Did you do this one next? He said, our cream isn't the same. It should be called by another name. It's called butter and buttermilk, Kenya cried when she opened the jar and looked inside. We have buttermilk to drink, and now you see we have bread and butter for you and me. So the last picture was like this. So when I put my pictures in order, I just laid them out like this, and they kind of just tell our story. So they had bread, and then they used the cream, and then their arms got sore from trying to make it, and then we see it turned into a little bit of butter, and then they eat it. Okay, that's our star story time.